we're going to remove some front suspension components. And you have your upper control arm over here, you have your lower control arm. This is your outer tie rod, and this is the first thing I'll remove just to get clearance for a few other things on that side. So this here, this nut is a 19 millimeter. Remove that. You might need to use a mallet or use like a piece of wood over here and use a regular hammer, bang it down, because it's going to be on there pretty tight. So in case you forget, washer on top. Alright, so that's the first thing. Okay, move that thing off to the side. The other component you might be interested in removing is your stabilizer bar link, or stabilizer bar drop link, whatever you want to call it. This one right here is a stabilizer bar. It goes from left to right, and it's a little turned right now, but that's kind of how it sits regularly. So for this one right here, it's a 17 millimeter, and this nut in here, there's securing nut, is a 19 millimeter. So get you an open end wrench, 19 millimeter open end wrench, and whatever it is you choose to use on this side. I prefer to use sockets. It wouldn't really respond to my, at first, it would not respond to my impact wrench, and I did not want to strip the nuts, so I decided to take the whole thing out, but I'll get back to that. On the other side of this, you have a 17 millimeter, and the washer is on the front side of the lower control arm. So, here, after you remove the tie rod out of the way, here it is. It's a 17 millimeter as well. And there you go. That is the lower control arm. Get back on this side and just pull it out. Well, however it is you choose to remove it. You can get creative with it. So I'll put the 17 millimeter nut back on just to secure it. As I said, I know you can see this is loose right now, but I had to fight it on the ground. And doing this video kind of backwards. So I'll show that in a later clip. What I had to do is remove the entire bar, and you have two 14 millimeter nuts under here. So, oh, there you go, one. Okay, there's the second one. Let's go back here. You can see there's Loctite over there. My impact wrench was able to remove these. So remove the entire bar, and there you go. Stabilizer link, stabilizer bar, and your bushing here, and its bracket, and that's removable. And this is a split bushing, so if you do that, you can be able to pull it out. One side came out nice and clean. Here it is, right? Managed to get that. I put a 17 millimeter over here and the 19 against the ground, the open end side of this wrench, of this combination wrench, and just worked with my leverage and managed to break it loose. The other side, however, this side was a little more corroded, as you can see in here. Wouldn't budge, so I did what I had to do. Got my bolt cutters. Oh, it's still holding the boot. And cut it here. Then I was able to get the closed end of my wrench in here and work with this 17 millimeter on the other side, and I was able to, well, just trust that it's loose now. As you can see, moves a little freer, a little more freely. So if you're trying to replace the stabilizer link and you'll get a new one, it doesn't matter, right? If you're trying to just deal with different components, you might try to save that. Then you probably want to remove this as well so that you don't damage the bushing here. Just remove that, and this should be a split bushing. Here you go. Splits over here. Remove it so that you can save it.